Hey everybody, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. This is B-Diz the Rockstar, a part of Super Obvious. And in this video, we are going to go over my predictions for this year's WWE Summer Slam 2018, which airs this Sunday. Now, a few things that I want to get out the way, a few notes that I have, is that some wrestlers that will not be on the SummerSlam pay-per-view include Asuka, Nia Jax, and Bobby Roode. Now, Asuka not being there, that kind of sucks. Nia Jax not being there, that kind of sucks. Bobby Roode not being there, things happen, man. The show must go on, you know? So, from looking at my notes and doing research, there are 3 matches in the pre-show, which, by the way, is 2 hours. That is a long-ass time. So, one of the matches is the Boston Hug Connection against the Riot Squad. This is worthy of being on the kickoff show. If you miss it, it's probably going to be okay. Their whole storyline with Sasha and Bayley has been going on for a long time. It seems like an eternity. They had been going at each other forever. So now what I would like to happen is the fact that they're really, really close now and they wear matching ring attire. I want them to lose because one of them messes up, and I just want them to blame each other. I want them to lose the match. I want Riot Squad to win. Ruby Riot just came back from an injury, so that was a really good pop. And I want the Riot Squad to win. I want Sasha and Bayley to fight and argue just like they've been always doing. I actually want the Riot Squad to win. I think they're gonna win. The next match that I have found that is on the pre-show is the Andrade, Cien Almas, and Selena Vega against Rusev and Lana. What I think will happen with Aiden English and Lana and Rusev, and they specifically tell him hey man, don't come out, don't be involved at all no matter what's going on, don't be a part of the match, and he'll probably agree, and somewhere towards the peak of the match, Rusev and Lana could be on the verge of losing, or Selena Vega and Cien Almas could be cheating to possibly win, and Aiden English is going to come out and wind up messing up the match so Rusev and Lana lose. So in that match, I think Aiden English is going to mess up and make Andrade, Cien Almas, and Selena Vega win. Or Aiden English could come out and actually interfere when he wasn't supposed to and actually help Rusev and Lana win, which would make him kind of better in their books because he's on super thin ice. So I'm not really sure on that one, but yeah, I think he's going to be a part of the match. Who ends up winning, I'm not really completely sure. For my purposes, I want Rusev and Lana to lose because the storyline with Aiden English messing up all the time, that would be more entertaining to watch. That's a leg slapper. I'll be laughing my ass off. The other match that I've been told that is on the pre-show is the Cruiserweight Championship match between Cedric Alexander and Drew Gulak. Now, me as a wrestling fan, I don't care how long the show is. I don't care how stacked or how many good matches are in one show. I have a problem as a wrestling fan when there's title matches on pre-shows. That, especially with it being the 205 Cruiserweight Championship, that just makes it seem like it's not as important. Cedric Alexander actually hasn't had the belt for too long. I think he just won it, I'd say maybe a month and a half ago, maybe a little longer, somewhere around there. But Cedric Alexander, he's definitely one of the best. He has amazing striking ability. He has these punches to the face and spinning back elbows and enziguri kicks, and he's a high flyer. He's an amazing athlete. For story purposes, so my prediction is I think and I want Drew Gulak to win. I want him to win by cheating. Drew Gulak is going to win the 205 Cruiserweight Championship. That would be awesome for me. So yeah, that's the whole pre-show. I've been told there's the 3 matches. The Boston Hug Connection with the Riot Squad. Once again, I hope the Riot Squad wins and the Boston Hug Connection try to kill each other. That's good for ratings. It's good for me. Andrade Cien and Selena Vega with Rusev and Lana. I hope that for my entertainment, I hope that Aiden English comes out and botches again, making Rusev and Lana lose. That probably will happen. I'm still staying with that prediction because Andrade Cien Elmas, before he came here, he was the NXT champion. Okay, next match, I'm going to keep it going. The Raw Women's Championship between Alexa Bliss and Ronda Rousey. I want Alexa Bliss to keep the belt by cheating. I want Alexa Bliss to stay the champ. Ronda Rousey, I mean, she's probably the most over wrestler on the show. Alright, and moving on, the next match of the night is The Miz versus Daniel Bryan. Now, I don't know if you guys had seen SmackDown, but SmackDown had a 3-part package video explaining how the whole beef between The Miz and Daniel Bryan started. It's an amazing package series of videos. It's almost worth watching SmackDown just for that. It gave a really good look about the whole history they've had up to this point. They show some footage of Daniel Bryan when he looks young as shit. That's really good. So as far as the predictions, I think Daniel Bryan's going to win. He needs to win way more than The Miz does. The Miz is one of the most best performers, like A+ on the mic. In the ring, he's good. He's a superstar. He has like that stardom wow factor about him. Daniel Bryan is like the underdog. He just came back from his neck injury. You know, he was never going to wrestle again. Daniel Bryan needs this win way more than The Miz. So I'm going to say that Daniel Bryan is going to win. Even though I want The Miz to win. Oh yeah, also I think prediction-wise that the Daniel Bryan versus The Miz match will be one of the best matches on the show. I think it could be one of the best matches as far as like the action that's going on and the storytelling and the emotion factor of Daniel Bryan, you know, because The Miz, if you saw SmackDown, he dissed the shit out of him. Like, oh my god, like Daniel Bryan has a lot to prove. Like The Miz could lose this match and still look good. Daniel Bryan needs to win this match. I think Daniel Bryan's gonna win. I want The Miz to win. Alright, so another match we have is the Intercontinental Championship. This as well will probably be one of the best matches of the night. Now, it's against Dolph Ziggler, Seth Rollins. Dolph Ziggler is the champion. He just got the championship from Seth Rollins, technically on Raw a few weeks ago. They had a match at the Extreme Rules, which was like the Iron Man match. That was kind of a mess. It was cool, but kind of a mess. Dolph Ziggler still the champion. So for this match, it's going to be one of the best matches. I think that... Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. I like Seth Rollins a lot. He's probably one of the main faces that I like. Especially like in the whole company, like Raw, SmackDown, anything. On that one, I really don't know. I know it's going to be a good-ass match. I hope they save it towards the later part of the show. I just feel like one of these title matches is going to be the opening, like, match segment of the show. I don't know, man. I can't really call that one. Dolph Ziggler against Seth Rollins. I don't know. Maybe we'll get back to it. Oh yeah, also I forgot about the Intercontinental Championship match is that Dolph Ziggler will have Drew McIntyre in his corner, and Seth Rollins will have the newly returned Dean Ambrose, which happened on Monday. Super huge pop for when Dean Ambrose came back. He looked like he beefed up a little bit. He shaved his head. He looked like he'll whoop your ass worse than before. The only thing is they should have waited until Summer Slam for Dean Ambrose to come back. That would have been way better, way crazier. The surprise factor. They could have had it to where it's like, you know, on Raw, Seth could have like still signed it not knowing who his partner's going to be, and they could have went all the way to SummerSlam to when like Dolph is out there and Drew McIntyre's out there, Seth comes out and they have like that little waiting part where you're not sure what's going to happen, and then as soon as you hear Dean Ambrose entrance theme, the crowd goes nuts. They should have did that, man. It was the last Monday before SummerSlam. They should have just waited. Just like when the match when Seth Rollins went against Finn Balor, and the Monday right before that pay-per-view, they had the Demon Finn Balor come out for the first time since he was on Raw, you know, from being transferred from NXT. They should have just waited, man. They get impatient. They gotta wait, man. Like, Anyways, Dolph Ziggler against Seth Rollins is going to be a dope match. It's going to be one of the best matches. I'm not completely sure who's going to win, but I don't know. That one I honestly can't call. Maybe we'll get back to it later. Alright, next in my notes, I have the United States Championship match with Shinsuke Nakamura against Jeff Hardy. Shinsuke Nakamura is the champion. He won the championship recently in a very, very quick match against Jeff Hardy, being completely heel, shit, dirty wrestler, and it's great. With this match, man, I honestly hope that Shinsuke Nakamura keeps the belt. Him being a heel and being a champion, which he should have been a while ago. I like Shinsuke Nakamura as the United States champion. Jeff Hardy kind of just had it, obviously. I think that Shinsuke Nakamura should win. I want him to win. I hope Shinsuke Nakamura cheats to keep the belt. Alright, after that, the next match that I'm going over is the Money in the Bank briefcase match. Braun Strowman against Kevin Owens. The stipulation of the match is that if Braun Strowman loses in any way, he loses his Money in the Bank briefcase, which gives the person who has the briefcase a chance to cash in and have a championship match whenever they want. So this stipulation actually is the only reason why I think the match is okay. Me personally, with the storyline, the whole Braun Strowman Kevin Owens thing is cool, but it's not must see. I think that if Braun Strowman loses the match and loses the briefcase, I'd just be disappointed, you know? Just mad and disappointed, all that shit. Nah, but honestly, I think that Braun Strowman needs to win the match, he needs to keep the briefcase, so whoever the champion is after the Roman Reigns against Brock Lesnar match, which we'll do in a second, if Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar is the champion, I don't care who it really is, I want Braun Strowman to cash in and take the belt off of either one of them and become the WWE Universal Champion. So back to the match. I think their match will be pretty good. Kevin Owens will probably be running around acting scared, intimidated, and Braun Strowman's going to be scaring him and beating the hell out of him. Maybe Kevin Owens might try some cheating tactics to win, which probably won't work. I don't know, man. See, like, this kind of thing is hard because Kevin Owens has been getting the short end of the stick. Like, he's been losing, getting chased out of the ring. Like, he looks like a little bitch. I'm sorry. He looks intimidated and not confident against such a monster as the monster among men, Braun Strowman. I think Kevin Owens is going to get these hands, for sure. And I'm going to say that Braun Strowman wins, keeps his briefcase. The reason why this is interesting, though, I don't think anyone's ever done this before. Like, someone, like, having a match and pretty much putting their briefcase on the line. That's definitely interesting, and that's the main thing that's making this match pretty cool. So, yeah, I want Braun Strowman to win. I hope he wins. I think he'll win. I want him to still have the briefcase so he can cash in to whoever is the Universal Champion after the main event of the Summer Slam show. The SmackDown Women's Championship. It is a triple threat match between Carmella, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch. So anyway, Carmella, Becky Lynch, Charlotte, my prediction is I want Charlotte to get the belt back. Charlotte's probably my favorite female in all of WWE overall. I want Charlotte to get the belt back. Becky Lynch, I mean, she's doing a little bit better. Becky Lynch has always been kind of like C-rate in the ring. She's okay. On the mic, she's okay. Charlotte is way higher and better than Carmella and Becky Lynch combined. Yeah, I said it. Charlotte is probably going to do most of the fancy stuff to make the match good to watch. You know, moonsaults, boots to the face, spears, chops, all the good stuff. Next match that we have on the card for the night is the SmackDown Tag Team Championship with the Bludgeon Brothers, which are the champions, versus the New Day. This match, I hope and I think and I want the Bludgeon Brothers to win. It's like I like all the bad guys. Like, I want all the heels to win. I want the Bludgeon Brothers to win. They've had the belts for a minute. They're pretty much a unstoppable force as far as tag teams on SmackDown. They run through everyone. They've had matches where there's the Bludgeon Brothers, which is two of them, and they go against 3 jobbers, and they beat the hell out of them within minutes, and it is great. I don't know if you guys saw SmackDown, but this last SmackDown before SummerSlam, look it up. Their squash match of beating these people called the Triple Threat, they got their asses beat so bad. It was probably the biggest squash match I've seen in a minute. Yeah, I want the Bludgeon Brothers to win. The New Day, there's 3 of them. The member that's not wrestling might try to cause some distractions or something. I hope and want the Bludgeon Brothers to win. Keep the belts. I want them to still be the SmackDown Tag Team Champions for sure. What else we got? What else we got? We have the Raw Tag Team Championship between the B Team, which are the champions, against the Revival. Now, before we go into this, for the record, I love the B Team. They are so entertaining. I'm so happy for how much has happened for them. Like, from being the Miz Taraj and them being alone because the Miz got, shit to SmackDown. And when they first made their name, the B Team, and how they oversell all their wins and victories, and how they oversell when they got the titles. Like, every time they win a match, they celebrate like they won the lottery. It's so funny. So, predictions. Also, I don't know if you know the Revival. They're from NXT. The Revival is a really good tag team. Like, when you think of tag team, like, look them up, like, their faces are in the book. Like, they are typical, especially heel tag team. They know all the dirty tricks in the book. They're really, really good. They sell really good. They cheat very well. That's why they're good in my book. I like those guys. Good heels. Good tag team. Oh, man. I want the B Team to win. I think the Revival's going to win. My prediction is the Revival's going to win, which would completely crush all of B Team's momentum. So story-wise, that would be really, really cool. Plus, if the B Team loses the belts, they have the rematch cause. They can try to, they can get their rematch on Raw if they want, like the very next night. It happens. It's happened a bunch of times. I want the B Team to win. Predictions, I think the Revival's going to win. If they win by cheating, that's cool too. Alright, the next match, which is probably the most least one that I care about, Finn Balor against Baron Corbin. I actually like both these guys a lot. They just had a match on Extreme Rules, which was okay at most. I think this shouldn't be the first match, because that would be... This match should be on the pre-show. And they should have the Cruiserweight title match on the real show. That's what they should have did. See, WWE, you guys need to hire me. I have ideas. I'm helping you guys, like, you're skipping some steps, man. I'm helping you out, guys. Maybe you guys will find this channel, find this video, and say thank you. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Finn Balor against Baron Corbin. I don't really care who wins. Finn Balor will probably win, because he hasn't been winning too much. I want Baron Corbin to win. I think Finn Balor is going to win. This match will probably be less than 10 minutes. Might have a couple of good spots in it. If I went and had to go get popcorn and get another drink and then I missed the match, I'm not going to cry or anything. The show must go on. The next match we're going over is the WWE Championship between AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. Again, this is going to be one of the best matches of the night. As far as predictions, I don't know, man. Honestly, I do know. I know it's going to be one of the best matches of the night. I know that. And also, I think and want Samoa Joe to win. It's not because he's a heel. Kind of is. AJ Styles, as far as being a face, he's one of my favorite wrestlers on WWE, period. He's a great champion. He's awesome on the mic. He's awesome in the ring. He's phenomenal. That's his name. The fans absolutely love him. I think Samoa Joe is going to win. I want Samoa Joe to win because AJ Styles has actually had the WWE Championship for a minute now. I don't have the exact stats, but he's been champion for a while. It is okay if he loses the belt. He gets a rematch for his championship. I think, and Samoa Joe, Samoa Joe is fantastic in the ring. He's great on the microphone. He seems like a legitimate, intimidating person. Like, he'll kick your ass. Like, he'll kick your ass a whole bunch and talk shit about it in a good way, which is even worse. But yeah, man, I think Samoa Joe's gonna win, and they're gonna have a really, really, really great match. I honestly hope it's the last match of the night. I don't want the Brock Lesnar against Roman Reigns match to be the last match, especially if it ends in a way where we don't like it. So, yeah, AJ Styles against Samoa Joe. I think Samoa Joe is going to win. If AJ Styles loses, he gets a rematch. If AJ Styles wins and Samoa Joe loses, that kind of makes Samoa Joe just kind of like... Because remember, he signed the contract to be in this match kind of in the middle of nowhere. I think when he did it that night, that's when he did the whole promo talking about AJ Styles' family. He kind of just, I don't think he won any important matches to get this opportunity, unless I'm forgetting something. I don't know. Samoa Joe's going to win. I want him to win. Alright, and the last match that we have on the card for Summer Slam 2018 is the Universal Championship with Brock Lesnar against Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar is the champion. I don't like Brock Lesnar so much, I'm actually really rooting for Roman Reigns. Have you ever had a character that you didn't like so much that other character that you didn't like so much you hope that they actually beat the other character? That's what this is. I really, really hope that Brock Lesnar loses the belt to Roman Reigns. I think this is probably one of the biggest build-ups of people like, hey man, can we just please let Roman Reigns win so that way Brock Lesnar doesn't have the belt anymore and he's out of here and he's gone. Like, we want, even if we completely hate Roman Reigns, like if we're the ones that boo him out the building, we want him to win over Brock Lesnar because Brock Lesnar is the worst champion in WWE ever. Not just Universal Champion, like he's the worst champion. He's just the worst at being the Universal Champion. He's had a super long title reign. He never shows up on Raw. We see him once in a while. He doesn't even care. He said it in that one promo backstage when he's pretty much burying Raw, saying like, why would I watch Raw? He doesn't even care about wrestling. Why do we care about him? He doesn't care about us. He doesn't care about wrestling. He doesn't care. I hope Roman Reigns beats the hell out of him. Or, which will be good for all of us, is if they beat the complete crap out of each other, and then from some other kind of way through the wrestling gods, Roman Reigns wins, and that's it. Boom! Beautiful. I really don't want Brock Lesnar to still be the champion after this, because the whole debate is, what is the main title in WWE? Is it the WWE Championship or the Universal Championship? It seems that, AJ Styles, the WWE Champion, he has the main belt. I mean, he definitely acts like a champion, defends it all the time. We always see him with Brock Lesnar, which a lot of people don't even like the Universal Championship to begin with. You remember when that shit first got debuted? It got booed out of the building. So with Brock Lesnar ever being on TV and having that belt, I want Roman Reigns to win. I don't know. Maybe Paul Heyman might be involved. That could be like one of the factors that make it from, Brock Lesnar keeping it to losing it, which would kind of help Roman Reigns, which Paul Heyman could help Roman Reigns kind of get over on the fans more. Because the only reason people like Roman Reigns a little bit is because he's part of the Shield. People love Seth Rollins. People love Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose just came back, so that's a big deal. That's awesome. I'll keep saying it. I want Roman Reigns to win. I don't know exactly how he will. I'm guessing that Brock Lesnar is probably going to beat the crap out of him for most of the match, where we start feeling sorry for the guy, which does happen. Did you ever see the Brock Lesnar match with John Cena? John Cena tried. I don't like John Cena. I was rooting for John Cena because he was getting the crap beat out of him. I don't remember what year it was. I saw it on YouTube not too long ago. Wow. I think Brock Lesnar is going to beat the crap out of Roman Reigns, but Roman Reigns will find some way. And it's like, no matter who wins, the crowd's going to hate it. If Brock Lesnar wins, the crowd is going to have so much heat, they're going to boo him out of the building. If Roman Reigns wins, they're probably going to boo the hell out of him, but we're also going to hear the cheers because we're happy that this is finally over and we can move on with Roman Reigns being Universal Champion. So now we can see what kind of story, stuff we can do now. So we did it. Yeah, that's about it. That is the whole show for SummerSlam 2018, which is on this Sunday. To keep it real, my least favorite match that I'm looking forward to is probably Finn Balor against Baron Corbin. If I was running the match card on the show, that should probably be the second to third match. They need to open the pay-per-view with a bang, which they always do, which I'm sure they will. I don't know what they would do first. I mean, I don't know if you remember the Greatest Royal Rumble. I think they did the world title defense match like the second or third match of the whole show, which is crazy. I'm not super against it. It's kind of not how things usually work, but it has the shock, wow factor. The Money in the Bank briefcase, that's an important match, but that's kind of in the back burner. I mean, I hope that match isn't too long. Baron Corbin against Finn Balor is the least favorite, interesting, who cares match for sure. The Intercontinental Championship with Dolph and Seth, that would be good. That would be pretty okay. I kind of don't want them to open the show with either one of the women's championship matches. They need something a little bit bigger than that. And I'm going through it, man. I mean, when you get rid of the pre-matches on the show, there's a couple title matches. There's the 2 women's championship matches. There's Daniel Bryan against The Miz. But I did say earlier I want that to be kind of towards the end, which I do. I think a good start of the pay-per-view would be neither the Intercontinental Championship with Dolph and Seth or Shinsuke Nakamura against Jeff Hardy. Probably more so the Intercontinental one, because that match is going to be better than the United States Championship. So that's it, man. I gave you guys all my predictions, all my opinions of what's been going on. This is B-Diz, the Rockstar, part of Super Obvious. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave some comments on what you think about what I think about. If you, agree with what I'm saying, what I predict, if you like what I think is going to happen or what might happen. I don't know. I'm just doing the predictions. It's really cool. There's the NXT pay-per-view that comes on Saturday, which is the day before Summer Slam. I'm thinking about doing a predictions video for that, so be on the lookout. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm pretty stoked. This is the Summer Slam weekend. This is one of the best weeks of wrestling. I think Raw was pretty good. It was a pretty good ending segment before SummerSlam. SmackDown was good. I thought SmackDown was good. I have not watched NXT yet. I didn't want to watch it yet because when I was going to do my predictions for this video, it said stuff like, hey, we have the whole match card and maybe some last minute stuff might happen, so spoilers. So I'm going to watch NXT as soon as I'm done with this video, and I'm going to try to do my predictions for the NXT pay-per-view, which is on Saturday. And also, for the record, the NXT pay-per-views are fantastic. If you guys are wrestling fans, if you don't really watch NXT because there's already so much wrestling going on, NXT is every Wednesday. If you watch it online, it's only like 30-40 minutes long, maybe a little longer. The NXT pay-per-views are some of the best pay-per-views in wrestling. They only happen maybe like once every other month. They only have NXT pay-per-views like 4 times a year. They usually have one before the Royal Rumble, before SummerSlam, before WrestleMania. They only have a few pay-per-views, and they're always really, really, really good pay-per-views. I don't know if you've seen the last NXT TakeOver, which was in Chicago, which had like Shayna Baszler against Nikki Cross. It had, Johnny Wrestling against Ciampa, which was amazing, the street fight match. The pay-per-views are so good, man. But yeah, B-Diz, the Rockstar, part of Super Obvious. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Please comment and talk below so we're going to see what's going on, what you guys think. I will see you guys in the next video.